Welcome to Women of Character, Barrier Busters. I'm Ann Quiello, Senior Consultant and Executive Coach at the TurkNet Leadership Group. And in this podcast, I'll explore how women build and sustain character in all kinds of challenging contexts. Like the challenges women are facing today in the workplace due to the pandemic, there's ongoing issues of equality and inclusion, letting go of self-limiting beliefs, and a lot more. We're going to get their insights to how they've persevered, how they've busted barriers, and achieved amazing heights. So today, I get to talk with Elyse Hammett, the very vivacious Vice President of Marketing and Communication for the Community Foundation for Greater Atlanta. Elyse is a veteran of marketing communications with a highly successful, award-winning track record of transforming brand messaging for some of Atlanta's largest organizations. And together with two partners, she actually conceived and built a marketing communication business called EOS. And that's named for the Greek goddess of dawn. And since then, she's enjoyed multi-year retainers, spectacular organic growth throughout the Great Recession, national awards, and the ultimate sale of this 16-person and then multi-million-dollar division to a regional player. And then in 2015, Elyse took her talents to the Community Foundation for Greater Atlanta, and she created the then 64-year-old Regional Endowment's first marketing communications department. And the results? Well, the Community Foundation of Atlanta is regionally recognized as Atlanta's home for philanthropy, and post the COVID-19 response, they're building rapport as the organization who brings stakeholders together to tackle the most critical issues of the Atlanta region. So I want to bring in Elyse now and find out a lot more about her journey. Welcome, Elyse.
Thanks. It's so great to be with you, Ann.
Well, I know I made your journey sound kind of easy, didn't I?
You did.
But it's not.
Just a magic wand, right?
No, yeah, right. But I understand it wasn't as easy as it seems, especially as a child growing up in Middle Georgia. What was it about your growing up experience that has served you well or maybe created barriers to this journey of yours?
Well, that is a deep and complex thing. And as I think about what you've asked me, I would really like to make 4 points to answer your question. And I want to hope that these 4 points reach one of those who are listening, reach their hearts and minds, because this is why they've turned in to listen to us today. They are seeking truth to learn through the phenomenal tools that you and your TurkNet colleagues provide for our community. I really believe that by being on this platform, you're endorsing my work and I yours. And I think that the brand promise is not taken lightly. So thank you for inviting and welcoming me to share today. So my points. Point number 1. So communications is really part art and part science. Therefore, the IQ and the EQ, they must be in parallel tracks for communication leaders to be truly successful. When the C-suite team and all of those that gather around a communications person understand the real why they are doing something, both personally and professionally, then they can do seemingly impossible tasks. For a girl that grew up in a middle-class, middle Georgia family, staying focused on my why was the truth upon which my career has truly catapulted. So let me tell you about how that happened. Point 2 is that I lost 3 fathers to Lou Gehrig's, a brain aneurysm, and suicide early in my life. My resilient mother and my Methodist preacher grandparents raised me to believe that all things are possible, even with these traumatic experiences going on at a very young age. And they helped bring those things to life, not only in the pulpit, but how they walked and talked every day. Those life lessons that taught me empathy for the human condition and the moxie to achieve really what were impossible dreams.